Mr. Watchell.
Roll call. Toth.
Here.
Oberdorf.
Here.
Eckel.
Here.
Finney.
Here.
Owen. Here. Keeben.
Here.
Reynolds.
Here.
Is there a motion to approve the minutes for the November 12, 2024 regular council meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of approving the minutes for the November the 12th, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Abstain.
Is there a motion to approve the agenda for the November 25th, 2024 regular council meeting?
Motion to adjust the agenda to include the Finance Committee report and also add executive session after correspondence.
Second.
All those in favor of accepting the agenda as amended, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Committee reports, public safety.
Thank you. Safety Committee met on Monday, November 18th, 2024 at 5 p.m. In attendance were City Administrator Murray, Chiefs Kitzler and Vasic, and Councilman Owen and Toth. The meeting began with Fire Chief Vasic updating the committee. At the time of the meeting, Chief Vasic stated that 5 candidates for part-time had been interviewed, and out of the 5, 2 were hired. Full-time candidates will begin being interviewed in December with the goal of those hired being sworn at the first council meeting of the new year. We are scheduled for our ISO inspection on December 4th. He also stated that the department will be applying for an EFTD and BWC grants for equipment, with the EFTD grant having a 10% match and BWC a 25% match on funds. Last month, RFD answered 140 total calls with 107 EMS and 33 for fire. Year-to-date, 1,253 calls with 904 EMS and 349 for fire. Next up, Chief Kitzler discussed a citizen reaching out about the lack of a crosswalk from Simmons Crossing to Walmart and the lack of a safe way to cross. City Administrator Murray stated she had also received correspondence about this issue. She spoke with John Eckel from the township about this, since there is property on both the township and Rossford limit. Rossford will pay for signs which have been ordered, and township will install them. Chief Kitzler brought up that our cruisers are not equipped with dash cams, and with the addition of the flock cameras and a younger force, that dash cams are a need and not a want, since our pursuits have gone up 100%. These will be paid for using department forfeited funds, with possibly being added to the budget in the future. Chief Kitzler also spoke of his training, not trading, about drone response pertaining to public or private owners, and looking into having such owners file a permit. Last thing Chief spoke of was the Brink drone, which he had a video for us to watch. This would be used in partnership with Perrysburg Township Police Department. He stated that the cost is $100,000, with the company offering 30% discount since there is not one of their units in Northwest Ohio. Amazon is also donating $20,000, knocking down our share to $25,000 coming from the forfeited funds. Meeting adjourned at 5:37 p.m.
Any comments or questions on the safety report? Okay, finance.
Rossford Finance and Insurance Committee met October 28th, 2024. In attendance were Zachary Owen, Chris Heben, Allison Murray, Chris Kirk, and Kevin Heben. Meeting called to order at 5:15 p.m. First item was discussed was income tax interest penalty abatement. Finance Director Chris Kirk received a request from a taxpayer to abate penalties and interest stemming from a 2017 tax that were past due. Mr. Kirk confirmed to the committee that the past tax had been paid and it was a first-time offense. The committee agreed to waive the penalties and interest in light of the fact that the tax had been paid. Second item was the 2025 budget review. Finance Director Kirk walked the committee through summaries he prepared to give a high-level look at the estimated budget. The committee will review over the next few weeks and look to approve at the second meeting in November or the first in December. The meeting adjourned at 5:42 p.m.
Okay, any comments or questions in regards to the finance report? Report of the Mayor and Administrator. Mrs. Murray.
Mayor, leaf pickup is continuing, and it will continue throughout town until the first significant snowfall or December 15th, whichever happens first. Omni Fiber is beginning their work in Rossford. They are installing fiber optic cable throughout all of Rossford proper, so everything up here will get this new install. They have 7 zones that they're gonna work through over the next year, and they started zone number 5, which is the Bruns addition and the Schreier Road and Valley Drive areas. So that's where they're starting, so that you will see construction going on in that area, but they will be working through all of Rossford, so everybody will get their time in the bucket when it comes to being torn up out front. The city was once again accepting donations of non-perishable food items and unwrapped toys for our annual toy and food drive, and we'll be accepting those until December 13th, 2024, and you can put them in the buckets that are right out front. The Wood County Dog Warden will be at City Hall from 1:30 to 3:30 on Friday, December the 6th. So if you're looking to get your dog registered and get a license and you don't want to have to go to Bowling Green to do so, the Wood County Dog Warden will be here on December the 6th, that's a Friday, from 1:30 to 3:30, right out in the lobby. The next item I have is a permit request from Girls on the Run. Girls on the Run is a organization, and they do have a chapter that meets over at our elementary school, I believe, in Rossford, for girls that are between the ages of, I believe it's 3rd grade to 8th grade, that teaches life skills, social emotional learning, and builds healthy habits through physical activity. They would like to have a race the same route as our Race for Recovery, and they're asking to do this on May the 3rd, so it would be similar to when we do Race for Recovery. They do have more people that are planning to participate. They anticipate between 1,000 and 1,200 runners, and somewhere between 1,500 to 2,000 people in our downtown. So that would be a wonderful opportunity to show everything good that's happening in Rossford. So they are requesting that you guys allow this to take place on May the 3rd of 2025.
Go ahead, Caroline.
I've gone to a couple of their races at Fallen Timbers, and that's a pretty neat event. I mean, they do have adult runners that run with them. I don't know if it's a 1-to-1 ratio or if it's, because not all the girls run with their parents, but there will be girls and adults running. I'll make a motion to approve it.
Second.
Vote on the motion to approve the permit for the Girls on the Run race on May the 3rd. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you. The last item that I have tonight is the Rossford Fire Department would like to enter into a agreement with the Ohio First Responder Grants in order to write an application for grant for, I believe, their cardiac devices.
Cardiac monitors and automatic CPR devices.
And we're estimating those to be about how much? $100,000 for all of them?
Yes.
Okay. So I just wanted the council to be aware that when they enter into this agreement, we pay $3,000 off the top, whether we are awarded or not. And then if they are successful, and no matter what we were to submit this for, this year we are doing the cardiac equipment, but no matter what it is, we would have to pay 7% on top of whatever the award amount is. So if we're awarded and it's $100,000, then we would pay $7,000. And if we would decline to take it for some reason, if we decided we didn't want the cardiac monitors because somebody gave them to us or we got another grant or whatever, then we would be on the hook for 50% of that award bonus. So in this case, if it was $100,000, it would be $3,500. So I just wanted council to be aware of that and agree that you are good with those terms.
Do you need a motion?
Please.
I'll make a motion to agree to the terms for the EMS loan.
Second.
Vote on the motion to accept the agreement for
Ohio First Responder Grants, LLC.
all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay. I just wanted to wish all the citizens of our great city and all of you a very happy Thanksgiving. Mr. Wattrell, correspondence.
No correspondence, Mayor.
Okay, is there a motion to go into executive session?
So moved. Second.
Pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 121.22G4 to review collective bargaining agreement strategy.
Vote on the motion to go into executive session. Owen.
Aye.
Heben.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Toth.
Aye.
Oberdorf.
Aye.
Eckel.
Aye.
Tinny.
Motion to read ordinance 2024-75 by title only.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-75 is an ordinance to approve a tentative agreement with IBEW Local Union 245 Fire and Emergency Services and declaring an emergency. This is a first reading.
Move suspension of the second and third readings.
Second.
Is there anyone in the audience that has a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move to declare an emergency.
Second.
All those in favor of declaring an emergency, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption.
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt ordinance 2024-75. Eckel,
Aye.
Tinney,
Aye.
Owen,
Aye.
Heben,
Aye.
Reynolds,
Aye.
Toth,
Aye.
Oberdorf.
Aye.
Is there a motion to read ordinance 2024-76 by title only?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-76 is an ordinance for transfer of funds for the year beginning January 1, 2024, and ending December 31, 2024. This is the first reading.
Chris?
Thank you. So this is to transfer funds from the general fund to our 303 capital improvement fund. These funds will go to support the Tetra Tech Jennings inspection contract that council approved via ordinance 2024-66, and the Colony Court emergency culvert repair that council approved via 2024-72.
Is there a motion?
Motion to suspend with the second and third readings.
Second.
Is there anyone in the audience that has a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption.
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt ordinance 2024-76. Heben.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Toth. Oberdorf.
Aye.
Eckel.
Aye.
Tinny.
Aye.
Oh,
Aye.
Is there a motion to read ordinance 2024-77 by title only?
So moved.
Second.
all those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-77 is an ordinance amending the estimated resources of the city of Rossford for the year beginning January 1, 2024, and ending December 31, 2024. This is a first reading.
Chris?
Thank you. So as we approach year end, we have a better idea of our revenues and expenses. So with that, we'll want to both update our revenue budget and our expense budget before the end of the year. We're essentially just right-sizing the revenue budget to be more in line with what our actual collections were. This is an ordinance that we pass every year towards the end of the year.
Motion?
Motion to suspend with the second and third reading?
Second.
Is there anyone in the audience that would have a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Motion to adopt ordinance number 2024-77?
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt. Reynolds?
Aye.
Heben?
Aye.
Owen?
Aye.
Tinney?
Aye.
Eckel?
Aye.
Oberdorf?
Aye.
Toth.
Aye.
Is there a motion to read ordinance 2024-78 by title only?
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-78 is an ordinance amending supplemental number 17, the annual appropriation measure for the year beginning January 1, 2024, and ending December 31, 2024, passed by ordinance 2023-73. This is a first reading.
Chris?
Thank you. So there are a handful of items that we're adding to the budget here this evening. So the first two are transfer. Well, the first one is the transfers out. This is in relation to the ordinance that council just passed. This is for the Tetra Tech inspection and the Colony Court emergency repair. The second item is advancing funds from the general fund to our 303 Capital Improvement Fund for the Rossford Pocket Park. These funds will be paid back over the next 2 to 3 years as the grant revenue comes in. The next two items are funds to repair our police cruiser and funds to replace our dash cams in our police cruisers and get a new cash counter for the police department. And then the, excuse me, the final three items are in relation to the Tetra Tech Jennings inspection, the Rossford Pocket Park contract, and the Colony Court emergency culvert repair. Happy to answer any questions.
Okay, is there a motion?
Move to suspend with the second and third reading.
Second.
Is there anyone in the audience that has a problem with us passing this evening, or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Motion to adopt ordinance 2024-78.
Second.
Vote on the motion to adopt. Reynolds.
Aye.
Eben.
Aye.
Owen. Tinney.
Aye.
Eckel.
Aye.
Oberdorf. Toth.
Aye.
Is there a motion to read ordinance 2024-79 by title only?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-79 is an ordinance approving the annual appropriation measure for the year beginning January 1, 2025 and ending December 31, 2025.
Chris, it looks like it's your night tonight.
I know, yeah. So this is the 2025 appropriation ordinance. Overall, we're looking at a total 2025 budget of $24.6 million in expenditures, and that's based on $24.5 million in revenues. Of that, the general fund, we are looking at $13 million in expenditures on $13 million in revenues. Just some other highlights, we'll be spending about $6.7 million for public safety. Of that amount, $3.3 million is budgeted for the fire department, and $3.4 million is budgeted for the police department. With the fire department expansion in 2025, we're looking at a 116% increase in the fire's 2025 budget compared to their 2024 budget, and it's also a 187% increase compared to their 2021 budget. Looking at the capital piece, we're budgeting about $6.2 million to do improvements throughout the city. These include 2 new police cruisers for the police department, new playground equipment at the Beach Street Park, new ambulance and other equipment for the fire department. We'll be continuing to rehab the Wales Road Public Works facility, and we'll be doing construction on the roads at Rinker Court, Long-Legged Bridge, Maryland Drive, Hillcrest and Riverside Drive, and Jennings. We're allocating $2.8 million for the Public Works Department to maintain our roadways, facilities, and grounds throughout town. And we're budgeting about $850,000 for recreation activities. I do request that this go to a second reading, so we could perhaps pass it at the first meeting in December. That'll give anybody time if they have any questions, or just want to know what's in the budget to reach out to me, and I'm happy to sit down with you.
Finance Committee agreed that we should go to a second reading because of some recent changes, so.
Okay, first reading. Is there a motion to read ordinance 2024-80 by title only?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-80 is an ordinance for transfer of funds in conjunction with the annual appropriation measure for the year beginning January 1, 2025 and ending December 31, 2025. This is a first reading.
Chris?
As council may know, anytime we transfer, add funds to be transferred in the budget, we need a companion ordinance mapping out where those transfers will go. That's what this is for the 2025 budget. It simply states where the general fund transfers will go.
So this would be the first reading also?
Yeah.
First reading. Is there a motion to read ordinance 2024-81 by title only?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of reading by title only, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 2024-81 is an ordinance advancing funds from Fund 101 General Fund to Fund 303 Permanent Improvements for the 2024 Rossford Pocket Park. This is a first reading.
Chris?
Thank you. So, Rossford has received about $217,000 in Tarta Light funds as of 8/31. After speaking with members of the Finance Committee, we agreed that it's appropriate for the general fund to advance the remaining amount of the Pocket Park contract, and then as we collect those grant funds next year and the following years, those funds will repay the general fund for the advance today.
Okay.
Move to suspend the second and third reading.
Second.
Is there anyone in the audience that has a problem with us passing this evening or any questions in regards to it? No.
All those in favor of suspending with the second and third reading, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move adoption.
Second.
On the motion to adopt ordinance 2024-81, Owen,
Aye.
Eben,
Aye.
Reynolds,
Aye.
Toth,
No.
Oberdorf,
Aye.
Eckel,
Aye.
Tinney.
Aye.
Mr. Wacho, there's no resolutions this evening, is that
No
correct?
resolutions, Mayor.
Okay, Councilman Marks, Councilman Toth.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Be safe, and we'll see you after this weekend.
Councilman Oberdorf.
Essentially the same thing. I hope that everybody has a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time with your family.
Councilwoman Eckel.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and go Bucks.
Councilwoman Tinney.
Same thing, happy Thanksgiving, and I guess go Bucks.
It will not be in the minutes.
Councilman Owens.
Happy birthday to Councilman Oberdorf.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very
And,
much.
Happy
and-
birthday, Larry.
Thank you.
and to my wife.
39.
We had a nice party for him. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Councilman Heben.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Councilwoman Reynolds.
Happy Thanksgiving and go blue.
That will be in the minutes.
I'm going to write myself a note right now.
Right
to
now.
Double check those minutes.
Audience remarks. Well, go ahead. Please come up and state your name and address for the record.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Martin Perez. I lived here for 2 years. I live in 553 Maybar Drive here in Rossford. I moved from Pennsylvania. I'm originally from Texas. So I just want to leave you with some positive remarks. I really love the city, what you've done to it. I'm a runner, and I run every night pretty much, and I really love the parks you've done. I definitely admire your hills. And one thing I really want you guys to ask you to keep are your porta potties. Being a runner, they've come in really handy in some very tough spots, but it's a wonderful community that I'm very proud to call home.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Is there anyone else? Motion to adjourn.
Moved.
Second.
All those in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?